Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Potato, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and the Amberlynn and Wifey breaking up era saga, whoever, whatever, continues. She posted another video yesterday on Friday called What Happened After the Breakup. And I'm joining you here on a Saturday, which, if you know anything about me and my channel, is unusual because I don't normally work on weekends, but it just so happens that Noel is busy this afternoon and I didn't have anything better to do with my day than film a reaction to Amberlynn's most recent video. So I'm working on the weekend. Working on the weekend. Isn't that a song? Why does that feel like a song? Listen, I haven't, ever since Amberlynn posted her breakup video, I haven't been stopped thinking about, since you've been gone, I can't leave for the first time, I'm so moving on, yeah, yeah. Which literally nobody asked for. Nobody asked for that rendition of Kelly Clarkson. I also think I said leave instead of live, but if you also know anything about me, it's that I don't know the words to songs, even if they're sitting right in front of me, so deal with it. Before you all drag me in the comments, I know it's not leave, I know it's not live, I know it is breathe, and you know what? While Wifey is still around, I'm just gonna take this opportunity to say that I got the wrong word because Wifey was in the room with me and she made me really nervous. And also, before we get to the reaction, and if any of you want to come in here saying I look some type of way, listen, I'm looking like this because I had a migraine yesterday. It's the first time I've had a migraine in a very long time. No worries, I'm gonna reach out to Lady Gaga's people and see what we can do about a Nerd Tech sponsorship. But I had a really bad migraine yesterday, so if I look like this, it's because of that. Please don't come on here and tell me that I look the same as I always do, because why would that be? That is not true. I don't look the same way as I always do. And I do just want to say that I do in fact shower, and did in fact shower yesterday. In fact, my migraine was so bad while I was in the shower, I threw up while I was in the shower. Now you've got all that information, that TMI. I think it's time for us to jump into Amberlynn's video and see what's up. Which also, wait, no, just kidding. I know this is probably all out of order. I feel like she probably posted this on Instagram after the fact, but she did post some stories on her Instagram story, and we do need to address that too. So we'll do that, and then we'll get into her video. So here's the first one she posted. She said, I want Feline to be able to use her voice. She said she's willing. Please be kind. What do you want to know? Which, like, let's just be really fucking for serious. If Feline wants to use her voice, she can fire up that iPhone, that camera, that whoever, whatever, and she can get on camera and use her voice. You're telling me that if I want to hear what Feline's voice is, I have to go through Amberlynn Reed and have Amberlynn be the middle person? You think I'm really gonna believe the shit that comes out of Amberlynn's mouth about this? But also, even if this is true, let's assume that Feline really does want to share her voice. Why after all this time? I don't know. I have more questions than answers, I feel like, and I don't trust anything that will come out of this unless Feline is on video saying this shit herself, unless Wifey fires up her old Android, iPhone, whoever, whatever, and starts her own YouTube channel and goes on panel with Destiny and Becky. Like, I'm not gonna believe any of it. I'm not gonna believe a lick of it. And then somebody did respond and said, more like you're forcing her to do so. Stop trying to control the narrative. And her response was, I'm not forcing her to do anything. Feline chooses to do what she wants. She can't be controlled, and I wouldn't want to. Anyways, not true. I don't believe that. I just want her to be able to share her side. If I wanted to control the narrative, her sharing her side wouldn't have been something I asked her to do. And the reason I don't believe that Amberlynn wouldn't want to control the narrative is because of the number of times Homegirl has been in my DMs trying to control my narrative on my channel and the things that I talk about or don't talk about on my channel. And also know that based on like previous relationships with Destiny and Becky, that's just what Amberlynn does. That's what Amberlynn does. Amberlynn did that with Becky after she broke up with Becky. Amberlynn absolutely did that. So please, please, unless I see it come out of Feline's mouth on camera, girl, please. Girl, please. And maybe that's what we'll get in this video. Like I said, I don't know if these Instagram stories came before or after this video was posted, mostly because one, I'm blocked on Instagram, and two, like I said, had a migraine all day yesterday and then woke up like late at night and saw both of these things existing. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? But let's just get to, shall we?
Hey guys. So
hi.
I was trying to find a time when I wasn't crying, because that's literally all I've been doing.
Okay.
That's all.
I will say, so many people were like, she's allegedly so sad, but there's literally no actual tears coming out of her eyes. Which, like, just to be fair, I have a really good friend named Becky. And Becky, my girl Becky, love her, went to grad school with her. She's amazing. She's wonderful. And she can't actually form tears. Like, she has something biologically, genetically happening with her body that doesn't let her produce tears. So I don't know, maybe that's Amberlynn, although I think we've seen Amberlynn produce tears before. But maybe that's our girl. Maybe that's her.
Amberlynn has been doing. I finally took my first shower since the breakup.
Oh.
Today's the
wow.
6th. We broke up on the 4th.
Proud of you.
And
I told you, you need to commit to yourself. That's what I told you in my video. I said, listen, don't let this woman come into your life, keep you from showering, keep you from achieving your goals. You did it. You showered.
I'm a daily shower type of girl. I don't think I've skipped a shower in, I don't know, it's been a hot minute, so it doesn't even matter, but I'm just saying. The fact that I was able to shower.
Okay, Showerlynn, queen of showering, showers every day. We love to see it.
I am glad about that. I just feel super, like, everything doesn't matter. Things seem so pointless right now. And Feline did give me permission to share as much as I want. And that kind of shocked me, to be honest, because she is very private. But she knows.
After all this time, Wifey's been a part of your channel, but not a part of your channel. After all this time where you'll only let us see things like her hands, her feet, the occasional smacking of your ass to show how much you're in love, the occasional baby. After all of that and saying you can't show any more than that because she's a private person, now allegedly Wifey is like, girl, spill the beans. Spill the lesbians, okay? Let them know. Let them know every detail. Sorry, there's just some little things going off in my brain of like, interesting, okay, all right. Sure.
This is also something that I'm going through. I first want to just say, like, thank you guys so much for the support. Like, I have gotten so many messages, and I
good.
Likes at the comments, and it's just pouring with support. Of course, there are people who are very insensitive. That comes with the territory, but I just appreciate.
Of course, there's people that are very insensitive. Like what? Also, I was literally, truly about to just say, like, oh my God, look at you focusing on the positive. That's like probably good for you at a time where things feel very negative. But then, of course, you did. You did have to be like, well, I know some of you raggedy hoes are out there talking shit, being insensitive. Can't stay away from that.
The support so much. I am only one person here.
Sure.
And I haven't been the most independent person in my life, obviously, but it doesn't matter.
Obviously.
If you're super independent, if you're not, sometimes you just need someone to, like, care.
Girl, of course you need some, like, you literally, I have watched you for years, And you've never gone more than a couple of weeks without somebody in your life, a romantic partner. And let's just be very honest. Like, you need somebody to help you, help take care of you, and not in like, I'm not saying that in a derogatory way, but it's clear that the point you're at in your life, you need somebody.
And to feel like so many people care, it's really
good.
It helps.
I'm glad.
In a weird way.
Good,
there are
good.
A lot of rumors happening, which I do understand because, like, I am being, like, kind of vague to protect Feline because I love her.
Well, first of all, I'm glad to see the self-awareness. Let me just note that. If we're out here giving compliments where compliments are due, the self-awareness that, like, people are going to be speculating, starting rumors, and trust and believe the rumors are off the deep end. The speculation, wild, okay? Some of the things I've read of people in my comments and the things that people think are going on, I'm just like, I guess that could be a possibility. We really don't fucking know because you've been so big. People saying, well, that man that picked the questions for Amberlynn'S Q&A, that's actually Wifey's boyfriend, you see. And they've had this long-term thing going on, and Wifey's poly, and so Amberlynn couldn't give herself fully. She couldn't give Wifey everything she wanted. It was that kind of thing. And then, by the way, they're also having 12 million babies, and Earth is flat and the moon landing was fake. That's like the level of speculation and conspiracy in my comments. So I'm sure her comments are just the same. And I had a second point there, and I went off on that tangent about conspiracy theories. What was I saying, besties? Fuck. See, this is the problem. I can't focus for shit. Anyways, yeah, I'm glad you had the self-awareness. But yes, of course people are going to speculate, girly girl. So, I remember. She said she was trying to protect Feline. She didn't want Feline to get hurt if she was more specific. But then at the beginning of this video, she said Wifey gave her permission to share things. So I'm wondering if we're going to get some tea. Are you going to fill in the blanks for us? You going to connect the dots, Amberlynn?
A lot, but there are a few things I want to clear up. People saying, like, she broke up with me. No. People saying that it's because she's poly. No.
Wait,
like,
I thought you said it was mutual. Like 3 times. So wouldn't that imply that even if you broke up with her, that she also broke up with you? Like, isn't that what it means when you say it's mutual?
People saying that she's in a relationship, another one, like, found someone else. No.
Okay, then tell us.
True at all.
Then tell us.
Is a great person, but I feel like I wasn't happy because there were things that were happening.
Uh-huh.
And I know she wasn't happy. And mutually, this has been something...
Mutually, there's that word again. There's that word again, bestie.
That we have talked about breaking up, trying to fix things, and it's hard when one person fixes or tries to fix things more than the other person.
Okay.
And, like, I don't want to point fingers.
Well, I'm going to need you to point because you're still being vague as hell, girl. You're still being real fucking vague.
And anything like that. But a lot of people think that she's leaving me because I didn't get weight loss surgery or because of my weight or because of that. No.
What was it then?
No.
What's going on?
I know it's probably easier to believe, but...
Well, don't act all sassy. You didn't tell us anything about why you're breaking up. Just that you couldn't give her what she needed, which tells us nothing. That you not getting weight loss surgery could have been what she needed for all we know.
For the first time in my life, I understand the saying, sometimes you need more than love, or sometimes love can only take you so far.
I feel like she said that shit before, though, about at least one of the other breakups.
Because I am absolutely and utterly in love with Feline. And she is absolutely utterly in love with me.
You said that about Becky, too.
Yesterday was very hard for her. She has not drank in over a year because when I stopped drinking, she also stopped.
Okay.
And she got extremely drunk yesterday. And I had to take care of her. I was very worried. There was a moment where I almost called 911 because, like, I didn't know what to do. But we both agreed that there is no more alcohol to be coming in this home. She regrets drinking that hard, but she is trying to numb her pain.
This feels so... Something about this story feels off to me. Because, like, one, why would Wifey, after all this time of being, like, separate from what's going on YouTube, why would she be like, yes... Please, Amberlynn, tell the world, tell your whole audience that dislikes you that I got shit-faced drunk because I was so sad over a breakup. But then second of all, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, like, I know even when you're, like, the person initiating a breakup that sometimes it can still be hard and things like that. But if this was, like, such a mutual decision and something y'all have been talking about for a long time... Why would that be the level of response from her, you know? That doesn't make sense to me, which I guess maybe this is why she made those Instagram stories that I talked about at the beginning of the video. Like, maybe she's like, oh, people aren't buying this, so, like, let's say it's coming straight from Feline. Like, let's get Wifey to back me up on this story. Like, I'm gonna need her to come on camera and talk about her story. This feels, like, unnecessary.
She is hurting too. She doesn't want to lose me. And she just regrets things. And this is probably, like, I'm an immature person. You guys know that.
I'm
very
aware.
Childish at heart.
Yes.
And I do childish things. But this is probably one of the most mature things I've ever done. And it is ripping me to pieces.
I can tell.
It's ripping me.
You look devastated.
When Feline looked at me today and she was crying and I was just like, what's hurting you the most? And she said, I honestly thought it was you. And what she meant by that is, like, through our whole relationship, like, we had plans of getting married and we even had a venue picked out and...
Girly girl, it's been, like, 2 years. Well, granted, maybe that is a long time for a lot of people. Me being super anti-marriage as a concept, I'm like, it's only been 2 years. Literally, Noel and I have been dating for, like, 6, so I just am like... Ooh, I don't know, girl. You got a lot of time ahead of you. I also just want to say, Wifey, dream bigger. Well, let's not think about that literally. Let's think about that, like, metaphorically, okay? Like, there are other things out there besides Amberlynn Reed.
You know, I was never ready for that proposal, and I've talked about that before, and a lot of people were confused because marriage is something I've always kind of talked about, and it's because of the problems. But it was still something that I did want with her. If she worked on herself and we were able to grow together, that is something I wanted. And it was something we always said to each other, that it's you. It's always been you, the one. But saying...
You know what I think's irritating me about this? I've just put it all together in my head, okay? It's frustrating to now hear, right now in this moment, what I was thinking, like, during this time, like, this is how my brain was thinking while she was just talking there, is, like, how annoying is it that, like, you're coming out after all of this time, after all of the ass smacks, the baby, all of the things of you just talking about how much you loved Wifey, you literally throwing your relationship with Wifey in Destiny's face, saying, like, I can't believe that you are sitting next to your fiance on the phone with your ex right now, like, you're so pathetic. I have such a mature relationship with Wifey. It's so good. After saying all of those things, but not telling us this whole time about all the problems. So that's where my mind immediately went. And then I really tried to put myself in Amberlynn's shoes. Like, if I vlogged my life, right? And if I vlogged my life and my partner was a part of my vlogging experience, because, like, listen, not everything is perfect for me and Noel. Like, that would be very disingenuous for me to say, right? But would I include the negative parts of our relationship? Probably not, because I do love Noel, and I wouldn't want to, like, put any of that negative energy out into the world for him. But then it's like, I have been saying, since Wifey first started kind of sort of being a part of the channel, that's like super disingenuous, that it doesn't feel authentic, because all Amberlynn ever shows us is this like over the top, like super sweet, fake sugary relationship where it just didn't feel real or authentic. And so now, for you to come out and be like, oh, there were problems, things weren't working out. Like, one, it does make sense, but also it's still annoying because, like, you haven't cultivated a relationship with your audience where any of that felt authentic, and you're constantly on YouTube talking about how, like, you know, you can't always be the real you, or we don't know the real you, or we only see what's on camera. Exactly. And I think a lot of people, you know, have it in their capabilities of being empathetic, even with a person they don't love or enjoy as much as other people, to still be empathetic about a loss of a relationship. But it's real hard with you. It's real hard because it's like you haven't done anything to really build up, like, any factual or like evidence of authenticity in your relationship. And now it just seems super sussy that you're coming on here talking about like your wifey getting super drunk and things like that when like she's barely been a part of the channel prior to this.
And says like love isn't enough sometimes. Love isn't enough. And that is like the most mature way of looking at some things. I've never understood it before, that two people could be so in love with each other, but still not be right for each other. Like, this has been like the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. Like,
the hardest
I have
thing?
random moments where I'm just like completely numb.
I think you should start choosing when you talk about the hardest thing ever, because that's at least the 10th hardest thing you've ever gone through on your channel. It's almost like those words mean nothing to you.
Completely numb. And then I have other moments where my heart hurts so bad, it makes me feel like I'm gonna puke. Like, I
Go
literally
puke,
feel
girl.
physically ill. And I know Feline's feeling the same way. And it's just, I have to keep reminding myself why I'm doing this. And it's so freaking hard. So freaking hard. And there's just so many steps that I have to take now. And it's like I'm hurting more for Feline than I am for myself, because seeing her this heartbroken, like, I've never seen this side of her. And I just want to, like, hold her and kiss her and love her, and I know that I can't. I know that I shouldn't. And
girl, then you need to get out of this house. Y'all have got to move. It does not sound like it's good for y'all to continue living in the same space. Let's get the truck and get you moved. I don't know where you're going, what the plan is, but it's time then. Let's not drag this out.
Slept on the couch again last night because I don't want to sleep in the same bed as her, because I need to detach myself. And she kept saying how badly she wanted to come crawl into bed with me, and I'm just so glad she didn't. Like, I'm so glad she didn't. Because I would have caved.
No, girl, you need to get out.
Or at least I feel like I would.
Get the fuck out.
It's just like, something has to change. I want her to be fully happy, and I want me to be fully happy. Like,
Also, before she starts crying, she said she was gonna give us more details about why the breakup happened, and did I misunderstand her? We're almost halfway through this video, and I don't feel like I know anything new from the last video, except that Wifey got real drunk. Okay?
Felina's worked so hard. Like, she is one of the most hardworking people I've ever known.
Okay, work.
Like, so many people have this, like, misconception of her, like, she don't pay bills, she don't do this, she don't do that. That's bullshit lies. Like, that's just all made up for the entertainment by reaction channels.
Well, I didn't make any of that up. I barely talk about Feline because I don't know shit about Feline. Now all I know about her is that she likes to smack your ass. She loves the word baby. And that she got real drunk the other night. Now I know 3 things about her, okay? I didn't make that shit up. And also, what does her being a hard worker have to do with anything right now? Because apparently she wasn't working hard enough to make changes for you. All right? Let's stop feeling bad for Wifey girl. Let's stop. I'm trying to be her friend again. I'm trying to be her friend and help her out here. I know she's not fucking listening to me. But if this was my friend going through a breakup, this is the pep talk I would give. Smack yourself out of it. Snap out of it.
Is the most giving person. And she holds her own. She holds her own. She even holds me sometimes. Like, you know, I'm not really someone who needs help financially, and I'm grateful for that.
You did need her to help with weight loss surgery, though. I believe she was going to do that. I believe you said she was going to help with that.
Very grateful, but, like, you know, the whole weight loss surgery thing, like, I'm just, like, such a very giving person where I'm like, oh, you don't have to, like, pay for rent. It's totally fine. And she's like, no. Literally paying for I'm paying for all half of the bills. Like,
that's your dumbass problem, bestie. That's your dumbass problem. If you didn't want her to pay for the bills and you said to past partners they didn't have to pay, that's on you, girly girl.
She's just the most hardworking person, and it's like, I don't want her to be hardworking just to fucking pay rent. I want her to be able to live and to live her life and to explore the world, and I cannot give her that right now.
Oh,
I can't.
It's because y'all can't travel that you're breaking up with her? Why wouldn't that be, like, motivation for you specifically? I don't understand. Get your ass up and start moving and let's go. Give her the world.
And it's so hard. Like, I'm not perfect by no means.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I'm aware, bestie.
Either. I have a lot of freaking shit that I have to work on. Like, look at me. I can't travel with her right now.
Okay.
And I want to give that to her. I want to be able to give that to her. And this is the only way that I know how to do it. And
yeah, but like, that's shit that can change, though, is what I'm confused about. Like, if Wifey loves you, and you're committed to making the change so that you can give that to her. You keep saying, I wish I could give that to her. I wish I could. You can. Maybe not today. Probably not tomorrow, maybe not even a month from now, but if you start working on it today, you could give her that. You could give her those things. Because you talk all the time about your dreams of traveling and stuff like that. So are we not working on that just for yourself too? I don't understand. That sounds like something you would like to do eventually.
Understand that, like, it wasn't one-sided and there's just so many rumors going on, and I get it. Because of vagueness, and it's because some things I do have boundaries. Do you? I'm gonna continue having those boundaries, but I do feel like I need to do my part in protecting what is true and versus like what is wrong. And it's like the conspiracies aren't true. None of them are true.
Okay.
None of them.
Well, then tell us what is true. You literally started this video out saying that Wifey gave you permission to talk about things, and yet you've cleared up nothing outside of just like blanket like statements about none of the conspiracies being true. Well, tell us then. What is the truth? What is the truth, Ellen?
I just want to come on here and let everyone know what is true and what is real and do my best.
Well, what's real?
To heal.
I would like to know.
It's going to be hard to heal these next, like, 3 to 5 months, 3 to 6 months.
It's a specific time period.
There's a lot that I have to do. There's a lot I have to do. And I have taken a few steps already because I am going to be moving.
Work.
And it's not going to be, like, right off the bat because I am very obsessive. I had to move into this apartment very quickly. It's a little different because this apartment is about 2 hours away from where I was living before. But where I will be moving is in a completely different state. It's going to take me a couple days to even get there.
Fascinating.
So
I have seen, again, not to add on to the speculation, but what are we to do? I really don't like speculation, but I 100% understand, especially right now, why people are speculating. She's given us next to nothing, and that's it. So what are people supposed to do except try to connect the dots themselves? And I have seen a lot of people speculating that she might be moving in with her mom in Oklahoma, which also, what a fucking gag if she goes to Oklahoma. Could we potentially get a little Life plus Cindy Amberlynn collab crossover experience? Because Cindy's always going to Oklahoma these days because her friend Lodane lives there, so that would be a gag.
This is a lot more I's to dot, T's to cross, and I'm very obsessive in the sense of I need everything to be perfect. I want to get rid of a lot of the things that I own, whether that be Goodwill, whether that be selling. I kind of want to just like...
I can't wait until she starts selling shit, because you know she's either going to go and do it on the Facebook Marketplace, or she's got to start doing it on like Depop or whatever it was that she was doing that one time. Actually, wasn't that after she broke up with Becky when she started selling all her shit for money? I think it was. I would love to relive that era. That's how I got, specifically these earrings. I got a group of their earrings. Well, that wasn't when she started selling all the shit after the breakup. That's when she was in her girl boss, I'm gonna be an earring business mogul. So never mind. But she was selling shit post breakup with Becky, and I would like to see that again.
Purge a lot of stuff, and just a lot of things.
Let's fucking go.
Like an item can hold so many memories.
Sure. You know what's great though? I know that you might have some sentimental items and memories, but I've seen you buy so much shit that you didn't even open or touch again after you bought it, that you'll probably be fine just parting with those things. How many memories can you have with everything?
I just don't want those anymore, and I don't want clutter. I just want anything that'll help me feel more at peace and less anxiety. That's what I want. I want more just at peace, and it's going to be hard for me to get there.
Okay.
I have a lot I have to do. So my first thing was, like, I have a weird way of trying to figure out certain things, probably in the way that, like, a normal person would do things. So my first two things that I was more worried about is my bank in the state that I want to go to, and
that's always something to consider. Also, though, it's not that hard to move somewhere and change your bank once you get there. I did it once I moved to Chicago. I was banking at a like small town bank from my hometown for a very long time, even when I was in like college and everything like that. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but okay, you're so quirky.
And then I also wanted to know, because my accountant for taxes, I have had the same accountant for about 5-6 years now, and I do not want a different one. So I had to figure out if I'm able to keep the same accountant even if I live in a different state, and thankfully I am. So those, for some reason, were like two big stresses for me that were like
fascinating. Listen,
super stressful.
I do want to give her a hard time, but I'd be lying if I said that, because that does feel like, girl, that's what we're most worried about right now. But I know from time to time, especially if I'm already stressed about a shit ton of other things, like, for whatever reason, I'll be worried about the dumbest shit. So, listen, I'll give you a pass. There you go.
I think the next step is definitely going to buy boxes. I want to buy boxes so I can slowly start separating what I want to keep, what Feline wants to keep, what I want to give to Goodwill, and what I want to sell.
Girl.
And it's just going to be like a long process.
I know you're taking your time, but I don't know if you've got time, honestly. You're sitting over here talking about how you would literally cave and go back to Feline if she got into bed with you at night. You need to get out of this house. Feline needs to get out of this house. Y'all need to end it.
It's going to be tedious, and I love tedious work. I personally love moving. I love everything about moving besides finding the place. Trying to find somewhere that accepts 3 pets is very freaking hard. I got very lucky with this apartment because it is a luxury apartment, and I know people LOL at that, they Google at that, they roll their eyes at that, but
the luxury villa, the Amberlynn Reed luxury villa, yes,
is luxury apartment. Like, this place is like, literally, if you look up the name of it, it's luxury. So it like says it in the name. I got very lucky with this apartment.
It says it in the name.
That doesn't mean I'm gonna get lucky again. So I do want to just start kind of getting things together. And I have to live out of boxes for a little bit.
Also,
that's fine.
Also, before we're doing all of those other things, wouldn't the more important thing be to find where you're moving to? Like, the home you're gonna live in once you get there? Unless it is, like, with your mom, and, like, you're not gonna physically live with your mom, but, like, you're gonna stay with her for a couple days until you're, like, boots on the ground in her town and able to, like, go see apartments there. Lots of questions. Honestly, though, you know, obviously I'd prefer her to be less vague, but the vagueness is probably actually helping her. I feel like at this point it's going to keep people tuning in to see what's next. But I do imagine at some point people are going to get annoyed, you know? At some point people are going to be like, all right, I'm done. I don't care. So you need to start feeding us a little bit of something at some point.
I just want to do whatever's going to make it easier for me and whatever's going to make it easier for Feline. There's a lot that has to happen. This isn't like a messy breakup. Like, she wants to be there to help me.
It sounds kind of messy.
Be here, and I want to spend as much time with her as I can, like, as a friend. And I know that she feels the same way. And I know that we're both hurting, so we're both being very, like, fragile with one another. And
I'm being so fragile right now.
I seem level-headed.
Entity fragile. Entity fragile.
Headed right now, but I bet you $1 million freaking dollars at the minute I click this off, I'm just gonna be bawling my eyes out again.
We'll
you
see.
can love someone with every single part of you, but know that it's just not the right time.
Sure. Sure.
For either of us right now. And I know that, and I think that's the part that hurts the most.
Because what hurts the most is being so close and watching you walk away and having so much to say. Wow, I'm in a singing mood today.
It was hurting being with her. That's really all I want to say about that. I don't know. I just don't know.
We'll figure it out, bestie.
It's hard when you think that you, like, are willing to accept, like, how a relationship is. So you're like, okay, this is going to be my life. This is going to be my future. But then when something finally just, like, clicks in your head and you're like, no, wait, I can't accept this. And that goes for both me and Feline. Now we have to figure out.
It's mutual, guys.
What our future is going to be like. Because we thought we had that planned. You know, we knew where we wanted to move. And we were going to do that together. And now she's trying to figure out where she wants to go. And I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going. So it's like, now the future I thought we were going to have, we're both trying to...
I mean, truly, where else could she potentially move? What other connections does she have? Is she going to go back to Crystal in Virginia or wherever Crystal might be now? You know, like, where could she possibly go outside of, like, going to be with her mom?
Figure out a future without each other, and it's hard. It's very painful. But, yeah, I just wanted to give this update, and, I want to try my hardest to get back into, like, vlogs and stuff, but I don't know.
Don't know what?
I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Girl, you're going to need to pay these moving bills. You're moving out of state. I assume that means you're going to have to hire some kind of movers, at the very least, get a U-Haul. Girl, you better be ready to pay them bills.
Like, hi guys, look at me eat my cottage cheese and mustard. Like, that feels so fake to me.
Well... it already was so fake to me, so what's new, bestie?
That is why I also had to tell YouTube I could not go on with filming without telling you guys what just being completely fake, like...
Well, Bessie, what do you call then this entire time you've been with Wifey? Because this whole video you're talking about how, like, there were problems and Wifey just wasn't working on those problems, this, that, the other. But you've been faking your way through that this whole time. This whole time you've been faking your way through that. You couldn't keep up the act, Bestie.
Hey guys, look at this haul, like... No. I am going to end this video again.
I hate how she's trying to
support and the kind words.
I hate how she's trying to act so real. So real. I'm being so real and honest with you guys. I couldn't be fake. Girl, we know you can. You have the capacity.
It means the world to me, truly. Because this is a hard time. But I'm strong. I've been through a lot in my life. And I know that Feline is also strong.
There
She's
you go.
going to get through it as well. And, yeah, I will give you guys more updates soon. I'm going to try to film and upload as much as possible because, in a weird way, this is also healing for me.
And you got to pay them bills.
And
you got to pay them
work
bills.
on it and to just speak. So, anyways, I hope that you guys are doing good.
You could be speaking to a therapist, but here we are. Bye, Amberlynn.
Bye.
What a journey, besties. Wow, what a moment. I really, truly feel like we didn't learn all that much outside of her airing Wifey's dirty laundry and saying that Wifey got too drunk because she was so sad, which is just such a weird update to provide. When I feel like when Wifey said that Amberlynn could share whatever, that's probably not the first thing that came to mind. I don't know. Did that feel weird to anybody else? Was that not bizarre? I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in thinking that. It just felt unnecessary. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this special Saturday edition of the Zachary Mike channel. I don't normally post on Saturdays, but she had the time today, so here I am. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my day, but I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. If you want this shirt or any of my other merch, I'll have a link in the description box down below. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!